Well, hello, my beautiful Geminis. This is 1111 Tarot coming at ya. Sharing this read whenever this reading finds you. And I'm going to be reading these cards for what's coming at you in the month of December. All right. So in this deck here, there are 22 cards, and only 22 cards. They're all major arcanas. There are no minors, and there are no court cards. So this gives me the overall energy that's going to cross your path or embrace you in the month of December. There it is, strength. All right, we will get some qualifiers. This is taming the beast within. This is getting something under control in your life. And it's almost as though you fought this battle and you tamed it. You broke the horse so that you can put the saddle on it. It's now something that's bearable is what comes to mind. Let's continue. Let's get some major arcanas on this and see where we go. Let me understand this over here with the air. Communication. What is this in December about the strength in communication? You got a story. All right. So, wow, 10 of Pentacles, the 5 of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. So, in communication, someone is explaining that I feel like there's some communication, and this could be your own story, or this could be communication of another. But the story that you're going to be telling is how somebody goes from this trying to do something, like they're struggling, they're trying, but they're like stuck. With the Knight of Pentacles is saying stuck in the mud, no movement. This horse finishes the race though, and there is a little bit of regret. Like almost you invested in something that became regretful, but then you make a pivot and you start embracing into a richer substance, a better deal. Like, I hate to use the words not for you. So something that you thought was going to be yours. You thought it was yours, like it's the white horse, it's the stallion, it's excellent. You're like, oh, it's not for me. So you get kind of sad. But there's something really big here is the reason. I hope that made sense. But the reason is because that wasn't meant for you. All right, let's continue. Let me understand down here in the earth. South node. Okay, the deck's in. Dang! You spill the beans. Something is very, very clear. You got the Devil card. Hold on a minute. I got to grab all the cards. Oh, wow. The only card that's face up, you guys, is the Sun. The rest of this is on the floor, is all face down, and it's spread everywhere. And this is the only card that came up. So, let me get my bearings under me and grab these cards. Okay, I got my mic back on. Hold on, y'all. It's meant to be in the reading or it wouldn't have happened. So you have the Sun, Leo energy, and there's the white horse. And now you're absolutely, this is the happiest card in the deck. And it's a 19, which means that you have doubled down on something. So in letting go something that you wanted or you thought you wanted, you now have opened the door for what is meant for you. All right, gems. Great reading. Okay, I'm not going to take it in reverse because the deck is in reverse. The Emperor. We got to get some qualifications on this. The Emperor is a very strong controlling energy. It's Aries energy. It's pushing forward no matter what. And I feel like you're about to, it's also a leadership position. And I feel like you're headed right up with happiness to a lead, like, I don't want to say an authority, but maybe in your field, yes. Like very knowledgeable, somebody that's very experienced, somebody that knows what they're talking about, and you move into this brilliant position. This could be work related, career related. You've got the pentacles. I do see that this devil card has been your challenge. There has been something so tempting, and it could have been that offer, and you didn't get whatever this was. It didn't work out for you. And I almost feel like it was causing I'm not good enough syndrome. And it wasn't that you weren't good enough, it's that you weren't meant for that. And I think in letting that go, you're regaining your composure, your strength, and it's taught you something about yourself. And that's what's important here, is the lesson that you're gaining, gems. All right? All right, my lovelies, let's continue. I want to go ahead and just get a little bit off this deck here. It's just some guidance here. This is called the Sacred Forest. And please remember, I have over 100 decks. And so if you ask me the one I did in that read, sometimes it's months after I did the read and I won't know. Starry Night Acceptance. All right. So accepting that this isn't for you could be part of this. And discerning when to let go. I feel like you are the star in the night. And I feel you're the sun too. It is. It's accepting that you know when you give it a go and you give it your all and you get no energy given back that even comes close to yours. You can only do that. You can only sustain that so long. And sometimes it's a hard swallow because you're like, dang, I really gave it my all and I failed. But I don't think you did fail. I think it's you now seeing what is meant for you. Unexpected visitor. All right, so I can assure you there is somebody coming. I've been getting this card in other readings, but when it comes to you, I'm getting this card consistently. And it could be because of holidays. So get the house clean. Get your sun on, right? Get your shine on. Magic Prayer 32. It may be something that's so unexpected that you're just in shock. And it may not be who you think. It could be a blessing to you. Now, I do not take these in reverse. Compass. You're getting reorganized in the right direction. I feel like you were with this compass. It's almost telling me that you have found your North Star. You have this starry night. You have the sun. To me, combining that is your North Star intuitively with the Emperor, which is this lead position. Magical map shifter. With the compass and a magical map. Dang. I'm telling you now. You have a hidden treasure you do not see coming your way. Ride the wave. Dolphins. Ride the wave. A magical map shifter. A compass. There's a huge shift in energies here. I'm talking major. Major arcana. Major arcana. Major arcana. And over here, we go from the stuck and regret right into the Ten of Pentacles. Something that kind of like haunts you in a sense, Gemini, that never was resolved, I feel is becoming resolved in the best possible way. We shall see more as we go. This will be a good understanding as we go through each and break it down. A better understanding, I should say. All right, we're going to start with the mind concept. This is all about this transition that you're going to go through. All right. So how does this transition start? By crossing your path with the Strength card. This Ten of Pentacles, where you go from the Five of Cups, regret, and stuck energy. Oh my gosh. Gemini, this is going to make you happy. Something is very healing. This lotus flower blooming. Look at the rainbow, which is in my tarot readings, this represents a message from my spirit guide that tells me what the meaning of the card is. When I see a rainbow, it absolutely means a promise, something that was promised to you. This is the Ten of Cups. This was something that was promised to you, and you didn't get it yet. I think this could be a very incredible Christmas for you in the month of December, or whatever you celebrate. All right, let me see the clarity here. Gemini energy on the board. You got a story. This person may have Gemini also in their chart. Keep that in mind. The Emperor gems. Something about power, energy, new perspective in your energy. You're back on track. You're pivoting. Four of Cups, because you got bored with something. You gave something your all. It wasn't giving it back. You got apathy. You were like, well, I don't see the point of this. You changed your perspective, and you're back on top. In a leadership position, could be communications. Wow. The Hangman, the Emperor, another set of major arcanas. Wisdom, show me this. Libra on the board, your 7th house. Now, your 7th house is all about balance. It could be your one-on-one relationship, whether that is with your spouse or whoever. Four of Pentacles and 9 of Swords. Something's been being held back because this is can't eat, can't sleep worry has been holding you back. You've been worried about something unnecessarily. I'm sorry to say it like that, but I'm here to give you the truth. And when I see the Four of Pentacles, it's holding back. And when I see the 9 of Swords, it is worry over something that is holding you back. This isn't wisdom. It's injustice. It's also in... Okay, let me understand this. Let's continue. I want to understand this Devil card. This has been very, very tempting, and it's been very, very toxic. And I'm picking up a lot of repetitiveness. All right, let me see. Capricorn, 5 of Cups, regret. All right, so you feel like something sucked your time away. But you wanted it to work. I feel that. But it wasn't what was meant for your path. It wasn't meant for you. It was never going to work, and there was nothing you could do. Because what is going to work is coming. So ride this wave right to the sun. Let's understand this about Taurus, 2nd house, trust. Let me understand this in the oh, don't pull it. I was going to pull a card. I was told, no, it's coming. Be patient. There's a story. Judgment. With some cards behind it. You have a story. All right. So you're making a judgment call. You're making this decision, and it's final. You're letting something go. See the coffins? It's done. And it's a wise decision with the owl. 9 of Pentacles. This is bringing it down to focusing something instead of spreading the energy out. It's focusing. This is a 9 of Pentacles, and you can see she's studying something very, almost like she's got that record open and she's reviewing it. And she's got this staff, if you will. I feel like it's very much studying something, bringing it down, and focusing your energy. 10 of Wands is putting something down that wasn't working. That's as clear as it can get. And look at the Christmas lights, right? Who knew? And it's Christmas almost. You're starting the year fresh, clean slate. And finally, 3 of Wands. This is taking the correct action. This is making the wise choice. At 2 Wands, you're stuck. You have a choice between 2. And at 3 Wands, it's taking the action needed to progress. All right. Let me understand this about your growth. What is going on with Gemini's growth? Expansion, knowledge. Thank you. Knight of Cups, 8 of Wands, and 2 of Pentacles. So I'm picking up this Knight of Cups as an energy that you've experienced before. I'm getting this communication is coming in, and this is somebody that has deep emotion. Could be one of your children, a lost relative, an old friend, an ex-lover. Doesn't have to be. But this is an energy with this Knight of Cups that has deep, deep emotion. I think you do too. And this is communication coming in. And this Knight of Cups could be a female because there's no gender in the tarot. And this is something that was out of balance. And it becomes a focus to resolve something. However you resolve it, instead of leaving it open-ended, it's communicating to get the result that you need. So the recommendation is to follow through with some form of communication to resolve it. Let's continue. Let's get up here a little bit. I want to understand this introspection that you're doing. We all go through, and I feel like there is an invisible hair. Introspection, this self-analysis. 7 of Wands. All right, so this is always my be careful card. And this is being defensive when you might not need to be. Okay? Oh, I do see a hair. Okay, sorry about that. This is, instead of gaining knowledge, I feel like there's defensive energy on the board. Let me understand this part of the material world. Queen of Wands. Let me understand a little bit further with this experience. The world. Okay. I feel like with the Queen of Wands, it's telling me that you've embraced your own power. And this may be one of 2 things. You defend yourself and you close a cycle. Or you're watching somebody defend themselves when they don't need to, and they're just always defensive, and you're closing the cycle. But I will tell you, this is all about travel, communication, and closing the cycle is regaining your own power, and it's a defensive mechanism here on the board. Let's continue right over here. Spiritual growth. Well, you're letting go of this. Okay, this could be you. Tired of defending yourself and just regaining your power, where you're not going to defend yourself. You're closing down the cycle. Because as I move forward, you're regaining your power. And then I have this, a fight to the death, and it's what's being cleansed out in your 12th house. That's the unseen realm, right? It's a house of sacrifice. And as we go into the renewal, when you regain that power, and I told you was a star in the night, right? And the sun. There you are, Aquarius energy. Falling on the board in the scorpionic place, which is this death feeling of letting something completely go. And it's in your 8th house, which is this transformation, the death card. You also, or death energy, I should say, you also gained the 7 of Pentacles, divine timing. I won't say exactly when, but I will say that you are about to get the recognition that you've been seeking once you let this other thing go. And I know you're sick of hearing it, but this is one where you'll know it's not giving to you in the least. You're not getting a return, but you have been investing full-heartedly in something. And you have been asking, is this for me? And I'm telling you, no. And when you go for what is for you, because as soon as you let go of the other, this is going to come in. Like that door closes, this one instantly opens. It's like, wham, bam. All right, gems? All right, purify. Let's see this great outcome. Let's see what gets purified and is so much better in our life when we make this pivot. Thank you. Judgment. You got to make the call. It starts when you make the decision. That's the truth. Wow, truth train coming in through. Dang, that's a really good reading. And it makes a lot of sense. So you'll know, my lovelies, you'll know, and you'll be ready for this. This is something that you have pushed and pushed and pushed beyond pushed to make happen. And you know in your heart it's not going to. And this is a message saying, don't use the word failure when it wasn't for you at all. It just wasn't for you. And there's something that is for you that is so much better. 10 of Pentacles. You just need to accept, and it's to strengthen your discernment, right? Not all that glitters is actually gold. I love you. Keep your strength up, and I love you. To the moon and back. Until I read for you again.